I hope you guys are ready for this because I am. It's NCAA Football 2011 with me, Dunbar Snack Bar. Now, I'm getting excited and I'm getting ready for NCAA Football 2012, which is set to come out here pretty soon. And I thought to get ready, I'd play one of the greatest rivalries in college football, the Oklahoma Sooners and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Now, besides being one of the greatest rivalries in the history of college football, it's also brought about some of the greatest games in college football and was a rivalry that defined both of these teams for a number of years. Now, with Nebraska moving to the Big Ten, I am excited about seeing new teams, new coaches, and meeting some new fans, but I am kind of disappointed that rivalries like this just won't be the same. In fact, there probably won't be rivalries like this anymore. Who knows, though, we might still see each other in a bowl game or something like that, but it won't be the same as when we used to see each other every single year. Now, I'll be playing as the Nebraska Cornhuskers in this game because this is the team that I will be for NCAA 2012 in Dynasty mode, and I just thought this would be an all-around good game. Both teams are rated pretty high, have great defenses, and both teams have the potential to have a very potent offense. So we'll take a look and see what happens in this one. Hopefully Nebraska will be able to string together some great offense, which they struggled with a little bit last year. Had to make some changes, get Taylor Martinez to start, who's normally my third-string quarterback. But here we'll take a look and see what Oklahoma does on their first drive. Goes ahead and runs it outside, but I am able to stop them for a 1-yard loss on that one. And as Oklahoma steps back to take their first pass of the game, it's something that I block. So we've got 3rd and 11. They end up throwing another incomplete pass. So the first drive of the game was a 3-and-out. And that's surprising to see when you're going up against Oklahoma because, like I said, they got a pretty good team. So here we go with Taylor Martinez throwing it out to Roy Halou Jr. My strategy for this game is really going to mix it up a lot. Try not to show the computer any kind of offense that they might be able to get some kind of pattern out of, and just try and mix up everything and make a good balance of running and passing. So that was a good throw up the middle by Martinez on that last play. We'll take a look and see what happens here down the road, as it seems like I am not having a problem being able to get the offense going. I've got Roy Halou Jr., who's one of the best running backs, I think, in the game, with a great gain on that run to get me the first down. So I definitely have the potential, I think, to be able to put together some great offense. I mean, with Taylor Martinez, who's pretty decent, but gets sacked right there on the throwing side of things. And he's very quick, too. That's the kind of quarterback that I like to have in the game. I do like having a scrambling quarterback and also putting together a pretty good running game here with him as well. Now, Alex Henry is going to go ahead. He's going to kick that 50-yard field goal. Kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to get the touchdown on the first drive, but I'll take points however I can. Now, with Alex Henry, I wasn't too worried about kicking a 50-yard field goal in the game. I usually am kind of worried when I have to hit 45 or more. All depends on the kind of kicker that you have. But with Alex Henry being one of the best kickers in football, I wasn't worried at all. So here we go with 2nd and 9. Oklahoma's going to go ahead, and they're going to try and see if they can pull a quick one on me, which they don't here. Now, you can see I usually like to play the right end. That's one of my favorite positions to play. I think I got a lot of opportunities to be able to impact the game in that position, especially to get in there and sack the quarterback, which is a ton of fun. But you'll see every once in a while I'll mix it up. Denard is going to catch this one for the interception, the first turnover of the game. And with that kind of field position, I think I can go ahead and build some more momentum. Now, you guys have heard me talk about momentum plenty of times in MLB 2K11 and just how important it is to have early on in the game. I think that's definitely the case, but I think it's more so in college football to have that kind of early momentum. So to have it on my half of the field here, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out to Roy Halou Jr., who's going to get a great run outside for a first down. It seems like mixing it up is definitely working, and Roy Halou is doing great outside. So I think I'm going to go ahead and continue with this kind of strategy that seems to be working so far for the Oklahoma Sooners. So if I can get that touchdown, like I said, momentum's going to be going my way, and it's going to mean a lot here in this game. Great throw there to Halou Jr. I like to use the running back, not only, of course, for running the ball, but also to use as another receiver. Young up the middle with a great catch. That's going to be the first touchdown of the game. I am going to lead 10-0 after I make that extra point conversion, which is something I'm not going to have a problem with. So great strategy here, just going with the runs. It looked like the Oklahoma thought I was going to go with another run again, but that throw up the middle, well timed to be able to get me that touchdown and to expand that lead. Now, Memorial Stadium is one of the tougher stadiums to play in, so I can definitely tell Oklahoma is having a little bit of problems being able to put an offense together. That's one of the things I like about the game. They definitely stress the importance of having home field advantage. and it's something that works really well. Denard with another interception. That's 2 turnovers of the game. 2 interceptions by Alfonso Denard. That is an awesome catch. And once again, I am on my half of the field. So this momentum might be able to increase even more, and I think that if I can get a touchdown here on this drive, it might be something that I don't think Oklahoma is going to really be able to come out of. And I know that's really bad to say when you're here in the first quarter, but it seems like my offense is doing really well. I've shut out Oklahoma so far through 1 quarter. Offense, like on this run right here, is having no problem against the Oklahoma defense either. So it seems like I've got Oklahoma right where I want them in the first quarter here, and all I can do is build upon that. Now that's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Great offense so far by my team. Great defense as well. It is, of course, 10-0. So here we go. We'll start the second quarter of the game. Again, I had the ball, so we'll try and go with an option. Great throw to Halu right at the end, who gets within the 5-yard line here. I am definitely in a position to be able to score here with this one. So my kind of strategy whenever I get into the red zone, especially right here, is I do kind of like to pass it a little bit, but running to the outside is something that I also do as well, because I get touchdowns like this. So great run by Halu Jr. to be able to get that 5-yard carry to be able to get the touchdown. A lot of times you'll notice the computer is just going to try and jam the middle because that's what they think that you're going to do. So running it to the outside or doing a play action pass is absolutely important to do in that red zone, because you'll be able to get a lot of good plays off of that, and you'll have a high or a really good red zone percentage for being able to score. Now that's a great tackle for the loss here on that one. It seems like Oklahoma cannot put together a pretty effective running game. They have had a couple runs, but their passing has not been too great either. That was a great throw deep, though. I was not expecting a deep toss. Once again, it's another 3 and out, though, for Oklahoma. So they're definitely struggling in this one. I'm not, which I'm totally okay with. So as Martinez goes ahead, throws it off to Halu, though, it seems like Oklahoma is starting to kind of pick up what I'm trying to do. As much as I try not to have a pattern, it's kind of hard, to do something where, you just don't start doing things over and over. So Martinez gets sacked once again on that last play. I go ahead and make up for it, though, with another good throw up the middle. It seems to be the weakness so far in the passing side for Oklahoma's defense is that toss up the middle. And it seemed to be actually for a lot of teams in this game. You can really do a great job of passing up the middle with your players. So that's something that I'll be looking to do whenever I throw deep, is to try and go up the middle. But who knows, I might try to mix it up, because the game does a great job of being able to adapt to your style of gameplay and what you do. But here I go, try it again, and that is another catch up the middle for big yardage on that one. Puts me back within the red zone. Of course, that's where I want to be, the equivalent of scoring position, I guess, in baseball. And we'll take a look and see what happens here in the next few plays to see if I can go ahead and expand the lead even more. Hopefully I can make it 24-0. So since passing had worked so well, I decided to go ahead and do it again. And McNeil gets within a couple yards of the goal line. So I'll probably go ahead and try and just pound it up the middle here with this one, because when I am within 1 or 2 yards, of course, I'll try and just do a quick run up the middle. And with Halu, no problem at all. That's a great touchdown. Actually, I don't think that was Halu. My bad. But I'll take the touchdown anyway. It was Halu. Oh, my gosh. It's all right. This is a lot more fast-paced than what I had in MLB. So nice run by Halu to be able to get the touchdown. Trying to adapt to everything here. The reason why I'm doing NCAA Football 2011 right now is I just want to get things down, get the editing going, and try and see what commentary is going to be like on this one. So I would appreciate any kind of feedback that you guys have for me later on after this, to see if this is something that you like. Because if you like these kind of commentaries, or you like this kind of gameplay, it's something that I'll definitely do a lot more. We got a couple other games from NCAA 2011 that I have recorded. So if you guys want to see it before NCAA 12 comes out, I'll definitely do it. Great throw up the middle to Young once again for another big gain, as the seconds are ticking off the clock here in the second quarter. I definitely want to be able to score before the end of the half, because I did kick at the beginning of the game, which means at the second half I'll be able to receive, and that means that I have a great chance to be able to get up here pretty quick, because I like kicking at the beginning of the game, because when you do kick or when you do receive in the second half, if you're the last person to score in the first, you get the drive again. And I don't know, that's helped me out quite a bit to be able to have those two drives, because if they can be successful, I mean, that's 14 points back-to-back. Alex Henry with a 49-yard field goal on this one here with the last few seconds of the second quarter. And so I didn't get the touchdown, but I'll definitely take the points here, as I will have a chance once again at the beginning of the second half to be able to go for another touchdown again. So with a great, awesome, amazing first half, I am up 27-0 here against Oklahoma. Definitely need to continue to be doing what I'm doing on defense, since it has been working great for me so far. I was amazed about holding Oklahoma to no points in the just first quarter, but the entire first half, that's something I'm pretty impressed with. Taylor Martinez gets sacked once again. That seems to be something I need to work on, is just to go ahead and watch what's going on the line a little bit more, because when my eyes are on the receivers, I'm definitely trying to see who's open. For reasons like that, with another big gain, he was kind of wide open, but if receiver is leading the defender, even if it's still kind of close, I'm still going to throw it to him. But I do need to focus more on the O-line. So it's something I'll definitely try and do here, because with NCAA 2012, just so you guys know, I am going to be doing an online Dynasty, and I would love it if you guys would join along with me. I'm kind of putting together some details on what I'd like to do for it, if we're just going to do a regular online Dynasty, or if we're going to do one of the awesome options. Or one of the things that I actually did a few years ago with some of my friends is we all made really, really bad teams. Like for Team Builder, we made a cupcake team of whoever we wanted, and we just went ahead and played the game. And it was awesome because we played it for a long time to really try and build up the teams, go through recruiting and things like that. It was a lot of fun. So that might be something I might think about doing, is just have us all create a team or something like that. So I'll give you more details, of course, once I get the game and things like that. You might not necessarily see too much gameplay for the first couple weeks of NCAA 2012, because one of the things that I love about the game is, and something I really appreciate from people, is when they go ahead and they put together rosters for all of the teams. Because you guys have noticed that the players on here have their real names, which is not something that comes with the game. Great run up the middle here for the little push to get over the line here by Roy Halu Jr. He is definitely doing great this game. I don't know if you've noticed some of the clips here so far and some of the highlights with Roy Halu Jr., but when you have that kind of success running the ball, of course you're going to have a great lead. But going back here to the online Dynasty, like I said, I usually don't play the game for the first couple weeks too much, except just to kind of get a general idea and general feel of the game here, because I do like playing with the players' names on here, so I do wait for somebody to be able to put that out and for me to be able to upload that. So until then, though, I'll just probably be playing the game. I don't know if I'll be posting too much on here, but like I said, we're going to do an online Dynasty, and I'll release more information about that here too, because I do want you guys to be able to take part in that, and I think it will actually be a lot of fun here. So 3rd and 7 here with Oklahoma going and stepping back. It's going to be an incomplete pass, and once again, I force Oklahoma to have to punt, and it's my turn, of course, on offense. That was a pretty bad failed attempt to try and do a reverse. When I am up this much, I just go ahead and decide to maybe try out a couple plays, some other plays I usually wouldn't do regularly during the game. That time, failed pretty bad. But Martinez is going to go ahead, throw it to Paul on a nice slant play to be able to get the first down. And that's something that I think I've been doing pretty well this game. Whenever I make a mistake and get a pretty bad play going, whether I get sacked or I get a loss, I do come back with a pretty big play. The thing that's kind of disappointing is at this point of the game, whenever I make a big pass kind of like this, I'm starting to get those warnings, and I lose 50 sportsmanship right there for running it up. Understand that 34-0, that's a pretty big gap, but with it being in the third quarter, I still need to put some offense together, I think. Great stop by Oklahoma here on this one. I wanted to see what you guys thought about that part of the game here, where you've got, Halu up the middle. That's a great touchdown. I forgot that was here. Great run by Halu to run it up the middle. I had been doing a lot of runs to the outside with Halu because that seems to definitely be his strength. But that run up the middle not only caught me off guard right there, but it caught Oklahoma's defense off guard as well. Nice run, and Halu has been running up the yardage. No pun intended on that one. Been doing a great job so far. So going back to everything, I wanted to see what you guys thought about that part of the game here where it kind of gives you the points for sportsmanship and things like that. Kind of, I don't know, it kind of frustrates me a little bit. Not something that I like. So we'll see if that's something that changes in NCAA 2012. So that was the last play of the third quarter. Here we are in the fourth, 41-0 Nebraska over Oklahoma. I am absolutely stunned by this because just like with with MLB, I usually play on a pretty difficult setting. Had to do the same thing here in this game, which you guys have noticed. I really haven't put together too many huge plays, but to be able to get this kind of gameplay going against Oklahoma, I think is absolutely phenomenal. 163 yards by Roy Halu Jr. so far, and with the fourth quarter, I can't really pass it too much or I'm going to lose those sportsmanship points. So it'll be a lot of opportunities for Halu to be able to pick up some more yardage, and hopefully by the end of the quarter here, I'll have the yardage good enough to be able to have broken 200. There I go ahead. I lose 75 sportsmanship just for throwing the ball. Now, I guess this kind of could be considered running it up, but at the same time, I hate being penalized for it. But I've gone ahead. Rex Burkhead here, who's in now for Halu as he's resting, has a great run. That's another thing I like about Nebraska is they do have a pretty deep running back core. So if Halu is tired, you got Rex Burkhead who can come in and can do a great job of being able to run the ball as well. I was thinking about putting the settings on a little bit higher so that way we're subbing both of them out periodically. Interception by Oklahoma. It's kind of nice actually that they got an interception here because I don't like one-sided games too much. So not a great throw by Martinez. That kind of was a crazy interception though because it looked like he just tore it out of his hands. But with it being 41-0 and 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter, I really don't think that anything is going to happen too much here in this game. But with my defense being what it's been so far, I'm not too worried about a touchdown here in this one. They go ahead and fumble it on this one. It was a nice option. I wasn't expecting it there at all. But I will go ahead and I will take that fumble even though I didn't recover it. It's a nice stat to have at least. So there they go with the option again. I defended that one here pretty well. Time is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Now a great toss down the field. Let's see if they're going to be able to catch that. And it's stopped once again by Nebraska secondary, which has done a great job in this game. I've got the ball once again, and I do have the clock chewing down. Great run up the middle by Halu. So it's only a matter of time here before this game ends. 41-0, like I said, so far in this game has been pretty nice. I was kind of worried about Nebraska's offense because, like I said, they were kind of off and on throughout the regular season. And kind of nice to be able to see them string something pretty good together here. So that is going to be the end of the game. A great win by Nebraska, 41-0. Like I said, I'd like to see what you guys think about this kind of gameplay where I'm doing not just baseball but football as well. And let me know what you think of the commentaries too, because like I said, this is kind of all practice for me to get ready for it, and I'd appreciate anything that you guys want. So more information will come out about the online Dynasty that I'll be doing here for this game. I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video. Helps me out a lot. As always, I